we are going to take up one more problem, how to do this model by using this software. So to do that, so I'll go to the Fusion software. First, I'll go to take it as a sketch, click on the front plane. Now we will start creating this model. I will start from the origin point as this. So I will take a line of some distance. Okay. I will go for draw a line of some distance. Okay. Then I will go for the dimension. What is the dimension? It is here. We will take that as 100. Yeah. I'll go for dimension. Select this and I will go for 100 mm dimension. Then I want, there is one thickness here. I will just give that thickness here. Okay. Go for dimension. It is 12 mm. So dimension, it is 12. So I'll give 12. Okay. Then from there, I will take to certain distance. So the overall distance is 142. So I will draw a line and I will draw a line here. The dimension of this from this point to this is 142. Okay. So then I want this radius is 12. Okay. And this is tangential to this line. Okay. So I will just go for a circle and go for a circle. And I will draw one circle of any dimension. Dimension for this is radius 12. Correct? I will go for 24. So then here the center point is 12 mm above this, and I will get a line tangential to this. Okay. And the center point should lie on this line. Okay. So I will go for vertical, select this point and this point. So you are, sorry, you just come down to this. It is going for horizontal. So I'll just select this and I will try to take it here. Then I'll go for click on this, go to vertical, select this point and this point. Then I want to draw, I will go for coincident, this circle onto this point. Okay. Now we have this line. Again, I will go for a line, select this point and I will draw one line. Okay. Now we will go for tangent, constraint, go to tangent, select this line tangential to this. Now we have to trim these portions. So I will take trim this portion and this portion and this portion and this portion. So this is how you will be able to get the one part of this. So I have completed this till here. So then I want to take this dimension. This is again, it is 12. Okay. I will draw a line from here. Then I will give the dimension. Go to dimension from this point to this point. You give the dimension as 12. Now I want to trim this portion now. I'll just trim this. Okay. After that, I want to take this distance is 42. Okay. Again, I will take a line. I will draw one line here. Take the dimension from here to here. It has 42. So you give 42. Again, I want to give one more line here, which is again the dimension is 12. So go to dimension between these two. Okay. Give the dimension as 12. Okay. Once you do that, now you go for trim, select this portion and you select this portion and you select, so later on. Then I have this depth. What is the depth here? So I want this depth, which is, we have 100. What is this depth? So that I need to get it from somewhere here. You have 15 from here. Then you have 12 here. But he has given this dimension, but he has not given the vertical dimension of this. You need to give at particular point what is that radius. So this radius is given. So if we are assuming that this is the 15, this is 8, here he has not given any dimension for this. So at least he should give this particular dimension, which is 10. then from which one we have to take this. And neither he has given this height. He has given 142, okay, but this is only 42 mm from here to here. But this 42 is nowhere is matching with any of the other dimensions. So we need to assume this dimension at any point of time. So here, let us, okay. Mhm. So from here it is 25. And he has given this radius as 12. Okay. So I will take from somewhere here. So here I'll go for constraint. I will remove the constraints. I will go for sketch. I will take this out. Okay. And I will take this 42 and I will take this 12. Okay. And this is diameter 24 because that is the radius 12 what he has given. But now I want this dimension. From here I have to take. So if he has given it as the radius 12, and then from here it is 25. Again, he has not given, there is 15. But this 15 and this radius is 8. Suppose if you are considering that as 8, yes, we need to take some dimension as the reference here. So if it is 142, okay, so let us take a line from here at some point, okay. I will draw a line at some point. I will go for dimension, select this line with reference to this line. And I will take 90. Okay, yes. I will try to give the, if I take this as 90, no, it is 90 is too much because from here to here it is 80. So 90, this is 100. So I will just try to give less than that. I will go for dimension. I will give 90, 80 mm. Okay, yes. Okay, then I will draw a line from this point to here. Okay, then I need to create this fillet. So I will go for fillet between this line and give the radius as 12. Give the radius as 12. Yes. Then after that, I want to take this entire dimension. That is from here it is 12, 24, then 42, then 8. Okay. 42 plus 6. No, it is this radius 6. 12 plus 42. Okay. This is 12. 12 plus 12, it is 14. Sorry, 24. 24 plus 42, it is 24 plus 42 is 60. 22, sorry, 24 plus 42 is 66 plus 8. 66 plus 8 is 74. So I will try to draw a line which is at a distance of 70. I will draw one more line here. So 24, 12, 42, 12, and I will try to draw one more line here. So here, from this position, 12 plus 12, 24 plus 42. 24 plus 42 is 66 plus 8. 66 plus 8 is 74. So here, from this line to this line, I will give the dimension as 74. But it is going beyond this. So that means that is not 8. So we have 42 from here. So this is not 12. This is 8. Okay. So here, as it is already given. I have taken that. So here, I will go to this. Instead of this 74, I will just delete this line. It's not required. Here I will give this dimension as 8. 8 or 6. It is 8. 6. So I will give the dimension as 6. So once you do that, so dimension from here to here it is 74 or 72. 72, correct? Because 12 plus 12, 24. 24 plus 42. 24 plus 42 is 66 plus 8. 66 plus 6 is 72. So 42, 66 plus 2, 72. So yes, you have 72. Okay, fine. Then from this base you take 25. So I will draw one more line from here to here. Okay. Then I will give the dimension from this point to this point. I will give 25 mm. Now we have this. Once you do get this, I want to give the fillet radius as 8 here. Okay. So I will go to this, go for fillet, take the radius between these two as 8. Then from here also it is 8. Okay. From fillet, take the radius as 8. Okay. Now we have this point, and then I want to trim this extra portion. I will just go to trim. I will come down to this and I will trim these two portions. Okay. Then I will trim it here. So now we have all the dimensions which we have considered now. Okay. So later on we will see how to do this particular. Even you can give this slot also, because that slot also the proper dimension has been given here. So I will take 6 and 12. Okay. So no, I will take from here it is 6. So I will draw a line. I will draw a rectangle first. I will take some point and I will draw a rectangle of any size. Then I will go for dimension. Select this dimension as 6 and then 12. Dimension between these two as 6. Then I want to give the dimension of this as 12. Then the overall dimension of this is 12. Select this dimension as 12. Okay. Now this is 6 and this is 12. Sorry, from here to here it is not 12. It is from this point. Okay. It is from this end it is 12. So we go to dimension from this point to this point. Sorry. From this point to this line, you make it as 12. Now it is fine. Now we want to go for trim. Select this portion and you select this portion. So we have every profile has been done. So now I will go for select. I will take this dimension 50 here. Then I will take 100 here. Then I will take 142 here. Then I will take the radius 12. Then I will take diameter 24. Okay. Then I will take radius 8. Okay. Then we will take 12. Then 42. Then I will take 6. Then I will take radius 8. Okay. Then I will take 12 here. Then I will take 6. Okay. Then I will take 25. I will take this point outside. Yes. Similarly, this one also outside. Okay. Then this point is trim. Okay. Go to trim. Select this portion. Okay. Now I will take this dimension. Sorry. Go to Control Z. Yes. Now I will try to move this. Go to select. Select this point and I will try to move this inside. Okay. This is the dimension line. Okay. Then similarly, I want to take this back. Go to select. Select this one. Sorry. Select this one and you take it out. Okay. Now this is actually the how it will going to look. So once you do this, okay, Now I will go for finish sketch and go to 3 dimension. Now I will go for extrude. What is the overall depth? The overall depth is 60. Okay. I will just go to extrude, select this profile, give the dimension as 60 and click on new body. Okay. So once you do that, now what I want is I want to give the fillet radius as 12 here. Okay. I will come down to this, go to fillet, select on this edge and on this edge and give the radius as 12 and click on OK. Similarly, on this side, it is radius 6. So you go for fillet on this side and also on this side, give the radius as 6 and say OK. Yes. Then the next thing is I want to give this radius as 8. Okay. So I will just come down to it is already given. So it's not required again. Then this is given. This I want to give it as radius 12. Okay. So I will come down to this is also given. Yes. Then I want to give this dimension, which is what is that? 12. This is radius 12. And this is the whole dimension is 15. Okay. This is radius 12. So I'll come down to this. Then go to fit. Go to fillet. Select on this edge. And then come down to this side. Okay. Click on this side. Radius is 12. Radius is 12. Give the dimension as 12. Okay. Click on OK. Then go to 3 dimension. So now all the fillets have been done. Now I want to create the hole here. Okay. Go to hole. Take the diameter as 12 and this is 30. Okay. So I will just go to create, go to hole. Click on this side of the hole. Okay. What is the diameter of the hole? Diameter of the hole is 12. So you come down to 12. And now I want to go for distance, sorry, to this side, which is that side, that is only till here. Okay. Click on this side. Okay. Then you come down to 3D. Okay. Then I want to give the dimensions. So what are all the dimensions? I want 12 and 30. So I will go to select on this edge. So I will just come down to this portion. Okay. Go to select, sorry. I'll go to create, go to hole. Okay. Click on this face. Then the distance is, okay. First I will go for the hole. Diameter is 10. Yes. Diameter is 12. Okay. Then I want to give this edge. From this edge is how much? From that edge is 12. So you give the distance as 12. And from this edge it is 30. Okay. Once you do that, now you go for distance to select on this side now. On this side. Okay. Then go to flat. Click on OK now. Yes. So now you have the 3-dimensional hole. That is one part of this. Similarly, I want to create these 2 holes now. Again, I will go for hole. What is the diameter of the hole? Diameter 12 means wherever these 4 holes of diameter 10. So I want 10. So I will just go for create, go for hole. One way is this and the other one is I will go for sketch, click on this plane. Okay, then come down to fit. Then I will go for a point, create a point. One is on here and the other one is on this side. Okay. Next. So once you do that, now I will come down to remove this body. Sorry, I'll click on bodies. I'll go for project, click on the bodies. Okay, click on OK. Once you do that, now we have the all the bodies references. Now we are trying to give the dimensions for this. So how to give the dimensions? I will just go to whatever the dimension you want. From this edge it is 15. Okay. So I will go for dimension from this, dimension, go for dimension from this point to this point, it is 15. Okay. Again, from here it is 15. Go to dimension, select this to this line. Go to fit to this dimension and give the dimension as 15. Okay. Once you do that, now you go for a point, select this line, point and this point. Both will be on the same line. Then give the dimension from this point to this point, give 15. So once you do that, now it is go for finish sketch. Then click on create, click on hole, select this point and this point. Okay, what are the dimensions? This diameter is 12. So you come down to this point and say, click on OK. So now we have the hole here. The hole is done. So since the hole is done, but it is not true. So I'll just go to this, go to edit feature. So here, go to the distance and make it through all and say OK. So now we have this hole now. Similarly, on this side also, I want to do this. So to do that, I will go for sketch, click on this hole. Then I will create a point. Go to point like what I did for the previous one. The same way I need to do this here also. Then you come down to this, take 15 and give the dimension as 30 here, and then overall distance is 20. Okay. Yes. Then go to dimension, take 15. Go to project, select bodies, click on this body and click on OK. Then go for dimension between this point and to this line, you give 15. Okay. Then from this side it is 20. So dimension, select this and you select this, give the dimension as 20. Then you go to horizontal or vertical, select between these two. So it will be both are selected. Similarly, go to dimension from this point to this point. You take it as 40. Is it 40 or 30? Give 30. So once you give this dimension as 30, now everything is fixed. Now you go for finish sketch and go to create and go for hole. Select this point and this point. What is the diameter is 12. The distance is through all. Okay. The diameter is 12 now. It is not 12, it is 10. So go to distance as 12. Okay. Click on OK now. Distance is all. So now we have this point. Similarly, on this side, what is the hole diameter? You just go to this and check for edit feature. Its diameter is 10. Okay. Then click on OK now. So once you do this, now I want to go for appearance. And I will just take this and I will click on close. So now I have completed all the dimensions of this. Then again, I will go back. I will go for the save. I will take it as model 2. Model 2. Yes. Once you do that, I'll go for design, go for drawing, click on from design, and you just click on OK. Now I want this as the right view. Here, I will click it on this. Can I make it 1:1? Let us see. If I take 1:1, it will be coming here. Okay. This is the front view. Then I want to take this as OK. So this is the first one, what I will get, front view. Then I want this, the top view. Go to projected view, click on this and give the top view, and you take to the right view, and then you take this to the third dimension. Okay, press enter. Now I will just go to select. I will delete this portion. Okay, now I will try to drag this portion and go to double click on this and give the shaded portion. Click on close. Now we want to give the dimensions for this. So how to give the dimension? So now this is the left side view what I want to write. So I want to write this whole 15, 30, 60. So in the front view, I want the dimension, linear dimension. I will take between end of this to end of this. I will take 60. Then I want this dimension 15. Take end of this to end of this. You take 15. Then from here to here it is 30. Then from here to here it is 20. Yes. Then I want to give the radius dimension as 12. Then you go to dimension, go to radius, give the dimension as 12. Then I want to give the diameter of this hole, 10 diameter. So go to dimension, go to diameter, select this and give the diameter as 10. So then I want to select this portion now. I just click on this and I will try to drag it out. Okay. Then I want to give the dimension for this. So here, go to linear dimension, take end of this to end of this. It is 100. Then I want to give the dimension between these two. It is 142. Then I will go for dimension, go for radius. Click on this side and give the radius as 12. One should do that. Now I want this I have given. Then I want to give the radius of this radius is 12. Then I want to give the linear dimension between this point and this point, give 12. Then I want to give the 1 minute. So here I will just take this out here. Select this and I will try to drag this out. Then you give the dimension. This is what the one which I have changed because this dimension is not given, but we have assumed it. So this is the dimension. Then from here to here, it is 25. Okay. Then I want to give this dimension. It is 3, 6. Then from here, sorry, here I will just delete this. So I will try to move this, select this, and I will try to move this. Okay. Then you go for dimension, linear dimension from end of this to end of this, take 6. And similarly, from this point to this point, you take 12. Then from this point to this point, you take 12. Okay. Then you come down to fit. So we have certain dimensions we have here. Okay. Once you do that, now I want to give this whole dimension here. So I will come down to this. I will give, sorry. So here, now I will go for dimension from this point to this point, give 30, and from here to here, I'll go for linear dimension between this point to this point, give 12. Okay. Once you do that, it is 12 or 15. It should be 12, yes. Then I want to give the dimension of this as 1530. Okay. So that I will take from here to here. Okay. Again, I will go for center mark, select on this circle, and I will select on this mark. Okay. Then I want to go for this 4. Yes. Similarly on this side. Okay. Then here, so what is the diameter I want? The diameter is again it is 10 here. This is 12. Go for dimension. Go to diameter. go to diameter. This dimension is 12. Okay. Then I want the diameter of this as 10. Then I want to give linear dimension between this point and this point, give 15. Then this dimension from here to here, it is also 30. Dimension from this point to this point is 30. And again, that dimension will going to remain the same. And then whatever this, you have the radius 12. I will go for dimension radius. I will go for this radius 6 up. I will go for dimension. Go to radius dimension. Give the radius distance as 12. So which is this dimension, radius 6. Okay, radius 6 here for this particular portion. That is the smaller one what you have. So that portion is radius 12. So go to linear dimension, click on radius, select this line, this I given, go to radius 6. Okay. So once you do that, all these heights are being given. So I have given this dimension. So here I want to give this dimension. Go to linear dimension. You select between endpoint of this to 12. Then I want to give the dimension between these two, which is 42. Then again, I want to give the dimension between these two. Okay. Yes. Then I want to give the overall depth of this hole. What is the depth of this hole? It is 15. So I will come down to linear dimension, select this endpoint. From this endpoint, go to linear dimension, select this endpoint to this endpoint, you give 15. Okay. So we have we have given all the dimensions. Radius 12 is 25, this 12, 4 holes, diameter 10, 15, 30, 60. Yes, this is also given. Okay, so this is how you will be able to create this particular model by using the Fusion software. Thank you.